This is Daihatsu Hijet. Take two. I'm gonna start it up, see how it starts. Starts like that every time. Just, it's nice. It's just everything about it works nice. The clutch feels nice. The steering, even though there's no power steering, and there isn't any power steering, it's actually not that bad. This is like the worst. So here we go, driving our lovely van again. And I'll just cane it a bit for you guys, just so you can see it. Back to the van. This is our last journey in it, and like around town it excels. A roads as well, it's great on the A road. Like we've done 3 hours of A roads because I didn't want to take it on the M road because it's a bit slow. Some of the lorries do want to overtake you when when you're sitting at 60 and the lorries are doing 62. Like it can be annoying for cars and that. But A roads, it just eats them up. It just goes for like hours and hours and hours. It'll just carry on. There's as far as the driving and that goes, and like the looks that you get, like you might not have seen on the thing, but like when you're driving this van, people just look and smile. They just have this like almost a wow factor. I mean, I was parked next to a Porsche. This guy's probably paid like 120 grand for his car, and everyone's, oh, look at the van. Oh, look at the van. Isn't the van cool? Like, oh, look at the van. Like, do you know what I mean? It's definitely has its place, definitely has its moments. Oh man, I am going to miss this van like crazy. Like absolute crazy. But yeah, hopefully this little video just showed you that it works nice, it drives nice, it brakes nice. Yeah, like it's just a nice van, like in general. But yeah, all the lights work, the horn works, all the indicators, all the lights, the brake lights, the
do a quick one.
Yeah, it all works. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing that, like, I love this piece of shit, and I've called it a piece of shit, and I've polished a turd is what it is. It's a polished turd because it come out the factory not very good. Do you know what I mean? It's old, it's a 1980s design. So like, even though it's 2000 model and it is an X-Reg 2000, and also for the ULEZ people out there, it's the same as a 1.3 Daihatsu that was made in like 2013. So they're like, as far as getting it through the emission laws, maybe you might need a new cat or a new exhaust pipe or something, but it should be low emissions. Like every MOT, I've not had an issue with the emissions. Same with the seats. I've never had an issue with the seats, not with the MOT. Last year it failed on a bit of rust at the back, so I had that bit of rust done, and that cost me like a couple of £100, £230 I think. I had that done in November, so that's how comes I know the MOT's in November, because I had that done in November. But yeah, I'm going to go around this roundabout now a little bit violently. Now, you wouldn't have normally been able to go around this roundabout like this in this van, right? You literally, yeah, you know what I mean? It's the tyres as well. Like, the tyres really give it that that grip when you're going around the corner, and that kind of confidence that it's not going to fall over. Like, you know, before I put these wheels on, they was 12-inch and they were like really thin, really skinny, and yeah, it was a little bit scary going around some corners. But now it's a lot different, it's a lot better. Yeah, the way I'm driving it now is literally how I've driven it throughout its whole life. Like, I've always never been too violent with it. I've never been too aggressive. You know, I just drive it about. Heating issues, like, it doesn't overheat. I don't know if you want to get a picture of the actual needle. It gets there, which is 3/4 of the way, and then it stops. That is how it's meant to be. And then if it does get too hot and it does require the fan will come in for about 10 seconds or so, 20 seconds, and then cut out. And if you're in heavy traffic, it'll like bounce in and out of it, if that makes sense. It'll go like, whoa, dust caught, right? It'll go, you know, it'll come on for 20 seconds, it'll go off, and then it'll go on for 20 seconds and it'll go off. It's like just how it's meant to run. That, you know, it's literally exactly how it's meant to run. I've literally, what can I say? The thermostat housing, I couldn't find one when I was doing the engine. I couldn't find one. So I went ahead and I made one out of like a push bike frame. That gives me the thing, and then like a little bit of welding, a little bit of this and that. Making it all smooth, and it's been running like that for about 5 years now. So yeah, literally maybe 4 years. Yeah, about 4 years it's been running like that. So I'm literally running out of petrol here as well. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie guys, when you do get it, the first place you're gonna have to go is gonna be a petrol station. It will accept 33 quid, 35 quid if it's like ultra low. If it's like on the motorway services, it might take 40 because they're a little bit dearer, but that's really rare. Then you're like pushing it really near the empty. Let me give a nice statistic. From London to Skegness, 150 miles, about 17 quid, 16 quid I reckon. Yeah, I'll go Skegness for about half a tank. So around 15 to 18 quid, something like this. It'll do 150, and that's 50 mile an hour all the way. Yeah, it's brilliant. I love it. Like, yeah, what can I say? Absolutely adore it. Oh man, I'm gonna cry, you know. I'm not even joking, babe.
Do you want me to turn it off?
Can do, it's up to you, but I mean...
You ain't got nothing else to say, have you?
No, it's just, I love it. I mean, I am going to miss this piece of shit. You don't want to fly over the speed humps. If you fly over the speed humps, everything on the dash is going to go everywhere. It's really uncomfortable for people and passengers. Yeah, like, obviously it's going to have to be sold as seen, this one, because, like, yeah, there's so much on it. I would always recommend someone coming down and actually having a look, and coming down and actually sort of seeing it in person. That would always be sort of better.